Hey team, I had to go live because today they just opened up registration to everyone for the second annual Color String Conference. And I know that several of you have signed up. If you have, comment below. I'm super stoked. I'm going to be there too. And then I know that some of you are still on the fence as to whether you should go. And so if you're wondering, should I go to conference? My answer to you is heck to the yes. Go to conference, okay? I have to share a couple stats with you about the ladies who went to conference last year, to the very first Color Street conference. We launched June 12th, the company launched, and then in July, they somehow put together a pretty awesome conference for Color Street, and 13 of us were there that I'm aware of. 13 from Team Nailed It were there, and let me tell you some of the stats, okay? So of these 13 women that went, one of them is a national executive director. That's me. One of them is a senior executive director. That's Stacy Ziegler. She is also in the presidential circle now. 3 of those women are executive director ranks. And so that means they've earned their car or lifestyle bonus. And that is Amanda and Lindsay and Stephanie Hyatt. So Amanda, let me say your last names. Amanda Yoakum, Lindsay Harrelson, and Stephanie Hyatt. And Amanda also, by the end of last year, was, I believe, number 6 in sales in the entire company, okay? But it doesn't stop there, okay? Let's see, 2 of them were senior directors, one of which is Erin Stones, who is my cousin, and she was number 2 in sales in the entire company by the end of 2017. So that was only a few months after the conference. And also Hillary Checketts. And then director was Brittany Crow. And then team leader, we had Nikki Frost and Carrie Stadelman. And senior directors, senior stylist was Carlene Burns and Brittany. Maybe that was Brittany Crow. I might have gotten the Brittany's mixed up, and I'm sorry. But the point is, most of my top leaders, most of the women that went last year are some of my top leaders now, okay? It is crucial that you go to conference. Now, if you've ever read any books by Eric Worre, he shares, I have to share some of what he has written about the importance of destination events in network marketing. He said, in network marketing, the person who attends the most events wins. He said, I don't just mean the small group meetings or local team events. I mean the big destination events that are sponsored by your company or put on by your upline. Those destination events are the most powerful events you will ever go to, and it is crucial that you attend them. I know that some people argue that today's technological world, the destination event is dead. People just won't travel for them anymore, because why should they travel somewhere when they can just get a training, online? But you will find that virtually everyone, I guarantee you that if you look at the top earners in your company, you will find that virtually every one of them uses destination events as a cornerstone for building their business. And like I just said, my top leaders went to that event. So I'm going to share a couple reasons why destination events are so important for you to attend. This is what Eric Worre shared in a blog post, and I will post this as well. He said, you reconnect to your dreams. Like when you go, sometimes you just need a break from the day-to-day grind to remind yourself of your dreams and remind yourself of your why, and really refocus and recommit to your future. So that's one reason. The other one is to find what you need to do to move forward. That's what those trainings are for. And you know what? Sometimes you learn just from being around others. Like some of my biggest epiphany moments were at the airport, chit-chatting with other stylists. being part of the network marketing community, because when you're at an event, you're surrounded by like-minded people. So it was so great to be able to connect with some of these women that I had never met in person. And now I feel like we are really good friends because we got to hang out at the event. It's just so fun to connect as a team. Positive peer pressure is another reason. When you are surrounded by others, you get inspired by them, and you're no longer alone. Like you're in a room full of women who are obsessed with nails, right? And it's just, we all get each other, right? We're all taking nail fees and we get each other. And then I have to share this story. This is such a good story. I think I read it in GoPro, in his book GoPro, which you all should read. He said, okay, so it says, when I first started in network marketing, I didn't think I could go to all these events everywhere around the country. I didn't have the money, time, or resources. But as I was at one of these events, I found myself standing next to one of the top income earners in the whole company. When I asked him what the secret was, he told me something I will never forget. Listen to this closely. He said, Eric, do you see this room? It holds about 2,000 people. At the next event, half of these people won't come back. But the half that does will be making about twice the average of everyone else in the room. Your job is to be in the 1,000 people who come back, and it doesn't stop there. He said, at the next event, half of those 1,000 won't come back, but the 500 who do will be making four times the amount of the average in the room. This continues from event to event. If you continue to come back, you'll end up being among the highest paid people in the room, and eventually you'll find yourself presenting on stage. So I just remember that story so much when I read it, and I was like, oh, that's all I have to do? Like, I just have to go to these really fun events and like leave my kids at home? Okay, So anyways, it's gonna be amazing. And